Patch behind the farmhouse, where the pace of life is slow, and the lilies on the lake are broad and blush. We're all living here in clover, and the maiden season's over, so there won't be cause for anyone to blush. In our land both green and pleasant, every phantom, duck, and pheasant, if they had them, would be walking arm in arm. For our life is good and steady to wear pot in oven ready. It's a poultry town, a folk down on the farm. What a gorgeous thing this is. It's Ida, she's my missus. So forgive me if I'm laying on the smarm. She goes in for heated quacking to point out the skills I'm lacking. It's a poultry town, a folk down on the farm. Come on down and don't be strangers. In our duckyard all free rangers. It's a poultry town. Mollycoddle for the cat, like to do them grievous harm. He's our only source of worry, feathers, we get to fly with the poultry town.
How they flatter themselves. I never show much interest in this group. I admit I'm quite a glutton, but this feathered form of mutton wouldn't even make a palatable dinner. But when there's little broccoli hash, that's a flavor you won't match. They're delicious, and I just can't get enough. As a felon who is feline, you will see me make a beeline for those tender little juicy balls of fluff.
Poultry town, fall down on the
waddling away. I've seen you. And it doesn't do for a duck to look sheepish. It confuses the other animals.
How's it going, Ida? You still sitting? I don't know. It's all right for some.
Well, if you like the sound of it so much, why don't you take a turn on the nest? And wipe your webs. I just did the floor this morning.
Oh, Ida, I'd love to have a crack at sit on those eggs for a bit. You look so comfortable up there, and it seems a shame to disturb you.
Huh? And what about the extension you promised to build on the nest? It's going to be very cramped when the little ones arrive. Especially with that big egg in the clutch. Goodness knows what size that chick is going to be.
Oh, I reckon that might be a turkey's egg.
Drake, how would a turkey's egg get into my nest? Must be your side of the family.
We'll just have to wait and see who he takes after, won't we, dear?
Yes, dear.
Anyway, Miss Fly had promised Rooster I'd help him count his chickens. Shall I see you back here?
Well, where else do you suppose I'm going to be? As a duck when you're stuck, sat sitting in the middle of your nest, then at best do you get bored. There goes Drake on the lake. I can see him through the rushes all the time, feeling I'm just ignored. I don't pretend that this is all his doing. I'm a sucker for the billing and the cooing. But when you hear that pitter-patter of tiny feet, it doesn't matter how long I've had to sit here minding my brood. Those little heads so soft and downy, that baby paws all golden browny, their beaks constantly open waiting for food. It's the joy of motherhood. Those little ducklings walk around in a line. I'll do what any other mother would to try to do my best at bringing up mine. It's the joy of motherhood. Those little perks that make it all seem worthwhile. I'll do what any other mother would to get my ducks decked out in style.
Morning, Ida.
Morning, Maureen. Morning, Eileen.
How's the mother to be?
She'd be better with the father who was with Bear being the father who is. I sometimes think it'd been better off pairing with a decoy.
I'm sure Drake will be a wonderful father when the family arrives.
Not him. Duck by name and duck by nature. Ducking out of his responsibilities. I say if butts were meant for sitting on eggs all day, they should have been designed with big old dimples in them.
Oh, Ida, the very thought. How much longer do you have to go?
Well, by my reckoning, they should be out by now. I went to all my prenatal hatching classes from my last self-satisfied stork, and she said about half a month. But 2 weeks is up.
Oh, well, the best things come to those who wait, Ida.
Oh, I don't know. Why do we put ourselves through it? Every spring, it's exactly the same.
Just think of the rewards. All those lovely little ducklings.
All those beaks to feed.
Waking up at all hours.
Getting into deep water.
Attracting unwanted admirers. Like the cat. Why do we put ourselves through it? 'Cause when you hear that dibble-dabble, you're proud to say, hey, that's my rabble, and watch their maiden voyage out from the bank. Like champagne corks, you'll see them bobbing, accompanied by mothers sobbing, relieved their speech in nature, nobody's saying. It's the job. Prepare yourself, Ida.
To get my ducks decked out and living in style.
they're gorgeous. They're the image of their father.
Thanks. Speaking of Daddy, Maureen, would you be a dear and go try to find him for me? He's probably making waves down at the local watering hole.
All right, Auntie Mormore's off now. See you later. Auntie Mormore? What a weird name. What a big world it is. Yeah, far out. I'm getting real cramped inside that egg.
Now, don't go thinking this is the whole world. It stretches far beyond the other side of the lake and right into the churchyard, though I've never been that far myself.
Wicked, let's explore.
Wait! There are 1 or 2 nest rules before you paddle up. Number 1, no wet web feet in the nest. Number 2, you must feather your nest every morning. Number 3, no quacking after sunset. Number 4, no plankton between meals. Number 5, wait a minute, you're not all here. Oh, Quack, it is the big one.
Get the show on that. Egg selling. How come he got such a big egg? Yeah, we all got crammed into a regular shell, but that one got a queen-size ostrich jaw. It's not fair, Mama. No, Mama, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Hi, kids, I'm your dad. Take a good look at him, because you probably won't see him that often. Well, true to form, you missed it. The pitter-patter of petite paddles.
Oh, I'm here now. All right, kids, who's for a swim? What's the matter, all that sitting around taking it out of you?
They're still on the hatch, dumb cluck. The big one.
Let me see that egg again. Yep, it's definitely a turkey. You'll never get it to go in the water. Just leave it. All right, check it out. Come on, teach the other ones to swim properly.
You teach the other ones to swim properly. I might as well sit a bit longer. I've sat for so long, a few days more won't make any difference.
Whatever you say, dear. All right, kids, last one to like scoot. Hey, wait for me!
What a roll. Only good for keeping eggshells warm. On the whole, they have always been more uniform. This one's different. This one's different from the rest. I can't believe a turkey's egg could fall into my nest. It's just a freak of nature, just a larger grade than all the other eggs I've ever laid. This one's different, but there's different, and there's different. Honk! Oh my word! Honk! What's wrong with your Quack? You're not like your brothers and sisters there. And different! Honk! If I say Butterball, does that bother you at all? No? How about water? Would you like to go for a swim?
I'd love to, Mama.
Thank goodness for that. I knew you were one of mine. Now your father has taken your brothers and sisters down to the lake for their first swimming lesson. So how about you and me doing the same, right here at the water's edge? Nothing too fancy, mind you. Just the basics to help you get started. It's a bit nippy, but we'll soon warm up. The most important thing is to not be afraid of the water.
I'm not afraid. Can we swim out to that island?
Good gracious, no. It's further than you think. I haven't been out there since your father and I were courting. And I didn't mean to go that far then. Now, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Just do as I do, and you should take to it like a duck. You should take to it. Hold your head up high, like the most happy fella, while down below each thigh. Apropos, propeller must keep paddling like the clappers. Just keep paddling with your flappers while seeming to be dreaming and calm. Like this? That's the way. Bend your knees. No splashing, please.
Sorry.
And steady, watch that eddy to your right. Danger sign.
Danger sign?
That's fishing line.
Fishing line?
Which strangles if it tangles you up tight. He's a natural in a class of his own.
This is wonderful. I am feeling full grown.
Look at you. You have every reason to hold your head up high. As if free from all troubles, your back stays nice and dry.
But my bottom's in bubbles.
Keep paddling like the clappers, just keep paddling with your flappers while seeming to be dreaming and calm. Let's try a dive. Don't be afraid, dear. They're only fish.
Fish?
Huckabee, in a whopper, tickle it out with false and stick. Tickle it out was the time without it.
It is to drift the talents and the balance and the poise. But as fish, we only wish that ducklings would try swimming with less noise. Slow the pace,
But I wanna go faster.
it's not a race.
It's a skill I could master.
And clearly, you are nearly fit to drop.
No, I'm not. I could go on all day.
Have a break.
I feel fresh as a day.
Your legs must take.
No, they don't. Are you crazy?
So maybe, now my baby, we should stop.
Would one lap of the lake be okay? It's the greatest thing. Can't we have one more try?
This is knackering. He swims better than I.
Pretty please.
Give me strength.
Bend those knees.
Just one length then.
Keep paddling like the clappers. Just keep paddling with your flappers while seeming to be dreaming and calm.
Just beneath the surface, you may struggle to get by.
But nothing can deter you if you hold your head up high.
There, dear. That looks much better.
What did you mean when you said I wasn't like my brothers and sisters? What's different?
Well, for one thing, I'm sure you can swim much better than they can.
Do you really think so? What else?
You must try to remember, dear. It's what's inside that counts, not what we look like.
What's marmalade? It's a sort of orange preserve often found on toast.
No, what's marmalade?
Oh my God! Now listen very carefully, love. I want you to walk towards me very slowly. No sudden moves.
What are you quacking about?
There's something behind you, something not very nice.
This is your son, dear.
I got created a monster!
Don't be ridiculous. He's just not your normal run-the-mill pond duck. That's all.
That's all, Ida?
I'm scared.
I tell you he's a turkey!
He is not a turkey. He loves the water.
cranberry sauce.
See? It in there and flinch. And I want you all to get spruced up. It's time to meet the other members of the Duckyard and be educated in the ways of the world. Drake, don't stare at him.
Look at him.
Now then, children, let's not make a fuss.
Look at him. Are you sure he's really one of us?
Family like this isn't strong, still you won't poke fun. All of you must get along. He's a special son. Come along, all of you now, and follow me. But stay close to me at all times, so you may get trodden on. And beware of the cat!
Look at him. Legs banging, knees are knocked. Look at him. Cat is obviously eggshell shocked. The neighbors scream and howl when they see our brood. He's a balanced waterfowl.
Why are you so rude?
Touchy.
Hello, Maureen. Hello, Eileen.
Hello, Ida. Hello, Drake. Oh, what a splendid brood. The big egg cat now. Look at them. Come on, Ida, tell me what went wrong. Look at him. Did you leave him in the egg too long?
I admire you for your luck, strictly untrue. He may be no pin-up duck, neither dears are you.
Well, we must be going. It sounds like the farmhouse children are trying to spread right into the water. Sounds Trent's cheap. Don't win without.
Look at me, look at you, what's it matter? Why do I make you all laugh and scoff?
See your reflection?
Why don't we play with the fishes?
Look at him. You admit he is a bit extreme.
Look at him, just a variation on a theme. I don't want to see my son left out on a limb. Why is it that everyone has to jeer?
That's your answer, dude. Look at him.
Peck, peck, peck. Now I hate to be picky, but that peck, peck looks a little bit dicky. Look at him. Did you ever see a pig with wings? Look at him. Don't you next see the strangest things? Though thought may not appeal, break the ties that bind. If you gave the cat a meal, nobody would mind. Line up, everyone. Shoulders at the front. Look at him. He's an ugly one, there is no doubt. Gobble, 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 gobble. Look at him. Does he have his giblets inside out? Gobble, gobble, gobble. What else would explain his looks being quite so rough? How on earth will gourmet cooks know which end to stuff? Look at us, see the difference. Look at him, look at us, where's the match? Sometimes we find it is kinder if some eggs never hatch.
Look at him, still a duckling, but there's so much more. Look at him, finest cat food that I ever saw. Better still, he won't be missed. They think he's a flop. Maybe they'll let me assist, giving him that chop.
Now in a moment you will be presented to her grace, the most distinguished duck on the lake. She was once paired with the mandarin, and you will notice that she is a red cloth. That's the greatest distinction a duck can enjoy. It means she is looked up to by both men and animals.
Now don't turn your toes in. Just bow your heads politely and say quack. Imagine how he's feeling. In a way, he's quite appealing.
A relation whatsoever.
that would be so boring if we all looked the same.
Look at him. Aren't you thankful that he's not your kid? Look at him. Down to go the way the dodo did. Body work is almost all prospects that he did. He's smart as so fox. Look at him. Look at me. Look at you. You'll be anywhere you look will be a trim. Then twins on this window wind. Look at him.
Oh, Tricky, you see any resemblance?
What? What are you talking about? I look nothing like him. I am a self-basting, self-boasting, fine prime specimen with wonderful spurs. As for that, I wouldn't use it to stuff a duvet with.
Speaking of stuffing, I don't suppose you'll be too full of yourself come Thanksgiving.
Oh, I hate that word.
What? Stuffing?
No, Thanksgiving.
Congratulations, Ida. They're delightful.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Tell me, that big chappie in the back, whatever happened there? He's not exactly your classic Beatrix Potter, is he?
I wish the others wouldn't pick on him so. He'll turn out all right as he gets older.
Well, the others are triumph, my dear. I only wish I could produce a brood of my own this year.
I was so sorry to hear about that, Your Grace. You must miss him terribly.
He was a fine duck. The mandarin, alas, became crispy and aromatic before his time. Still, life goes on. Now where have those ladies gone to with French bread?
Ta-ra! You've got to try it. It's much better than the usual stuff. Even the crust is nice. I'll get a dabble.
Oh, yes, mine is quite delicious. Come along, come and try this.
Make way for the red-banded duck.
I thought you were really going to have to do something about that honk.
Oh, look, croissant!
What's that? You're too big for your age already.
Hey, that's not fair. I'm hungry, too. Why are you picking on me? Quack, quack, honk! Quack, honk! If they knew just how dearly I would love to quack, quack, honk! But it's true, I'm the bird who seems to lack the neck. I'm just different. I'm just different from the rest. And who can blame them wanting me to find another nest? But different isn't hateful, different isn't bad. So why does being different make me sad? I'm just different. They're like peas from the same pod. No wonder they make fun of me. Life's harder when you're odd. But different isn't scary, different is no threat. And no, I'm still their brother. They forget I didn't choose to look this way. I didn't want to be unique. I don't like these grubby feathers, and I hate my stubby beak. There's a runt in every letter, one black sheep in every flock. But when you know it's you somehow, your ego takes a knock. I'm just different, but I have a sense of pride. My looks may well be funny, but I hurt same inside. Different isn't spiteful, different isn't wrong. So why is it so hard to get along? I only want to get along. Different isn't dateful, different could be swell. Different is just, well,
I'm your friend.
I haven't got any friends. Everyone hates me because I'm so ugly.
Oh, they are too cruel. I think you look delicious.
What did you say?
I said poultry can be so malicious. Look at them guzzling all that bread.
It's supposed to be really nice. It's French.
And a horse. Did you mean to say that they didn't let you have any?
Not a crumb.
Well, that settles it. Then lunch is in. On me.
Do you really mean it? You are a friend.
Of course I am. Now follow me.
I'd better tell my mother.
Oh no, you mustn't. Look, she is talking to Her Grace. Don't you know a duckling should never interrupt anyone who is talking to Her Grace?
I really think I should.
What a feast!
A little on the stale side, but one mustn't grumble.
Mama?
Yes, dear. Beaky, don't stand on Downey's foot. She keeps going around in circles.
Mama, I've been invited to...
Just a moment, sweetheart. Billy, not such big mouthfuls, and so can water for still choke.
Would it be all
I'm
right
sure,
if I...
Fluff, I hope you are not just picking out the raisins.
Listen, we won't be gone for long. What harm can it do? And you're hungry, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, that makes two of us. Come along.
Well, if you're sure.
Oh, I'm quite sure.
I feel sorry. I should be explaining that egg. I'll never know. It makes my water just thinking about it. I think it just puts out the wrong message, having someone parade around the lakeside minute.
Do you mind? That's my son you are talking about. There's nothing wrong with him. He just looks a bit different, that's all. I think that makes him someone rather special.
Well said, Ida. I agree with you. And if I agree, then everyone agrees. I think an apology is in order from you two.
Wait a minute, where's he gone?
I thought he was with you.
He was, just a moment ago.
Well, if he's got any sense, we'll find a bag put over his head.
Drake, that's enough.
Calm down, love. He can't be far away.
He was trying to ask me something.
So he just wandered back to the lake. You know, swimming.
Not without telling me he wouldn't. Where's he gone?
Oh, for goodness sake. All right, Turkey, you go that way and check around the milking shed. Marin and Henrietta check around the hen house. Ida will take the ducklings down to the lake.
Where are you?
I will go coordinate operations from the grain store.
Welcome to the Kitty Cat Snack Shack. Fast food for famished felines.
It's a nice place you've got here.
Oh, a little bijou, perhaps. But I like to think of it as a home. Now let me see. Casserole of duck and cherries, duck and chestnuts, duck and pineapple, duck pate, duck pancakes with plum sauce. Ah, here we are. Duck à la orange.
What are we having?
I'm having you for lunch.
I know that. I mean, what are we going to eat?
I'll whip something up. A surprise.
My mother must have been thinking of someone else. She told me to beware of the cat.
Bless her. Mothers are all the same. For some reason, they think it's part of their job description to stop us from having fun. Not my mother, though. She was different. Do you know what she used to say to me? You can scratch the antique furniture to sharpen up your claws. You can lacerate the cushions if you're ever stuck indoors. You can dig up all the flowers from the freshly planted beds. And with articles of clothing, it's okay to pull some threads. But I remember as a kindergarten kitten one phrase that left me singularly smitten. You can play with your food before you eat it. You can chivvy your chow before you chew. You can play with your food, you can't beat it. So, Ducky, let me play with you. You can play with your food before you bite it. You can toy with your tuck before the crunch. You can play with your food, why fight it? It's a crazy little game called lunch. So tell me, Ducky, what would you like to play? It can be anything. I won't tell your mother.
Anything? Well, I'd like to paddle in the puddles, dabble in the mud, take a circle back to the shallows. Then maybe if there's time, go sliding in the slime to the marsh where you find marshmallows. I'll go and slay a dragonfly, watch water boom and race. To say that cats are dangerous is clearly not the case. Oh, I'd rather play a game that's sharp and witty, and preferably with something in the kitty. You can play with your food before you nibble. You can jest with your joint before you slice. You can play with your food, but don't dribble. Ma gave the best advice. You can play with your food before you gulp it. You can mess with your meal before you munch. You can play with your food, then pulp it. It's a crazy little game called lunch. We could go rushing in the rushes, dash down the ditch, find a place where it's boggy, then make a little camp that is secret, then dip for me and my mate the Moggy. And if the other ducklings want to come and join our games, they have to make a promise first to stop calling me names. Oh, we'll help you to forget the way they scolded, just as soon as I have got my napkin folded. Oh, you want to play hide and seek, do you? Ducky, where are you? Am I getting warmer? You can play with food before you eat it. You can chew your chow before you chew. You can play with the food, you can't beat it. So ducky, 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 let me play with you. You can play with the food before you bite it. You can toy with your tuck before the crunch. You can play with your food, why fight it? It's a crazy little game. Say, Ducky, do you like oranges?
I don't know. I've never tried one.
Well, suck on this! It's a crazy little game called lunch!
What's that noise?
Salivating.
It's coming from outside.
I was just like rich children from the farmhouse playing ball. Do they come play with me? Do they ring around my Rosie? I don't suppose they even remember that they own a cat. Some people just shouldn't keep animals, and 8 out of 10 cats who expressed a preference would agree with me.
What are people?
People? You do not want to get mixed up with people.
Bad news, that's what people are. Just think yourself lucky, ducky, that I'm going to spare you from ever having to encounter them.
Duck!
Yes, corrected the duck.
Duck!
Yes, I know it's a ruddy duck!
Actually, I think I'm a mallard.
Duck!
Struck out by a foul ball.
Oh no, they're coming in. That's a good idea. You hide in there until the heat's off. I'll try to find my own way back to the duckyard. Perhaps we can have lunch some other time. Thank you. Now, was it right past the cow shed and turn left at the house, or no, we passed the pig trough, that's right. I remember the smell. Then there's a water butt he wouldn't let me swim in, and no, I'm pretty sure it was left past the cow shed. I like to paddle in the puddles, dabble in the mud, tickle backs in the shallows. Oh dear, I think I'm lost.
Just lost with cats. You know that.
We don't know for sure.
Did the cat really eat him, Mama? That's gross. Yeah, fancy eating something as ugly as that.
That's enough of that. I don't want to hear another quack. Now he'll be back here by morning. When he is, you are going to be nice to him. Now, off to roost.
Descends the farm. It seems so strangely quiet. The rumor is the cat has had more roughage in his diet. Although he was an ugly bird, it hurts us now to say that feathers have been sighted in the pussy's litter tray.
I don't mean to be rude, Ida, but the description. The donkey said he saw the cat walking away with well, who else around here looked like that?
I don't believe it. He was. He is a tough little duck, and I'm certain he could outsmart that mangy old Tom.
Of course you could, Ida.
He's out there somewhere, probably on his way back right now. And if he isn't, well, I'll just have to go find him, won't I?
Poor Ida has our sympathy. She looks so sad and gloomy, but looking on the brighter side, her nest is now more roomy. We find it rather difficult to say consoling things. Night the ugly duckling sleeps beneath an angel's wings. Tonight the ugly duckling sleeps beneath an angel's wings. That's that. They went back, please.
And rolling. So tell me, Ida, it's been a week now since your son went missing. How are you bearing up? Can he manage a tear for the camera?
What?
Oh, good. They've arrived. Leave this to me, dear. Now which do you think is my best side?
Drake, what is this?
Zoom in for the headshot. Confusion, anguish, matrimonial disquiet. I love it. And close up for the reaction shot.
This, dear, is Jaybird from America's Most Feathered. They're going to do a feature. This will get us one up on the Pelicans. Here's the picture you wanted. It's a bit torn, I'm afraid, but of course we are still in the state of very, very deep.
There have been rumors of farmyard building. Do you believe your son was abducted, or is it possible he ran away to escape his persecutors?
What are you saying?
That's good. I'll buy that. Defensive yet emotional. Just a hint of anger. I'm feeling up here.
Why can't you just go and leave us alone?
Nah, still very nice. Feisty cells.
What about me? Does nobody care about what I think?
Sorry, sir. Coming to the end of the transmission. I'm going to leave the final word with Ida, just in case your son is out there watching. But for now, this is Jaybird from America's Most Feathered, saying that if you've seen anything suspicious from the thieving magpies, the lost ducklings, the chicks on the switchboard will be ready to take a call. All right, Ida, it's all yours.
And don't start blubbing, for God's sake.
Every time I turn around, I expect you to appear. Everyone may call my name, but it's your voice I hear. Every moment that you're gone is a moment dark and gray. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away. Get away! Get away, all of you! Every day will seem to be more empty than the last. Everywhere the sun once shone, a shadow has been cast. Every moment that you're gone is a moment dark and gray. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away. I have to go.
You can't just leave me here with the other 8.
Drake, I have to find my baby. I can't just leave him out there.
All right, then take the cell phone.
Every moment seems an hour. Every hour lasts a day. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away. Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away.
Can I have regular?
Got to. Shabby flock, I do wish they would keep up. No discipline. That's the trouble with the goslings of today.
They're probably tired, dear. We have been marching for an awfully long time.
Poppycock, would you prefer that we fly with a shoot on the marsh? I think not, my sweet. This way.
Excuse me, I wonder if you could help.
Keep walking. Eyes front. UFO at 4 o'clock.
You see, I'm lost.
No excuse for bad navigation. A bird who gets off this flight path doesn't deserve his wings. That's what I always say, isn't it, dear?
Always, dear. But I don't even know how to fly yet. I've gotten lost on foot.
Bah! Infantry, eh? Nasty business.
He's only a youngster. Maybe we should direct him. Give him his marching orders.
Bah! Very well. We're geese. Migrants, you know. Birds of passage. Run a tight fleet. Wouldn't do well for us to lose our way. What?
Well, dear, there was the time when we got lost in the Wayward Islands.
Windward, dear, windward. That was a different matter entirely. Weak thermals, strong headwinds, blown off course.
So how come my sister managed to get all the way to Fort Lauderdale?
Yes, quite.
Where are you trying to get to?
Back to my mother, on the lake. I think it's in that direction. I saw some ducks flying over a few minutes ago.
Well, then it was probably their last flying mission, what?
What do you mean?
Haven't you heard the ground to air, bang, bang, pop, what?
No.
There's a chute on the marsh, dear. It's very dangerous.
What's a chute?
Well, it's a people sport. One group of men move through the marsh scaring ducks into the air, while a second group with guns shoot them back out of the air again.
The cat warned me about people.
The cat?
Yes. You see, I went off with this cat.
Oh, his parents probably wanted to get rid of the ugly blighter.
Didn't your mother tell you how dangerous a cat is?
Well, she did, but...
The enemy! Nasty piece of work! Pull your wishbone soon as look at you.
The cat said he was my friend.
You don't want friends like that, dear. Your mother was right to warn you.
She was?
Gun dogs! They must be studying the chute again. Time for maneuvers. I had hoped it hadn't come to this, but I have no option. All right, at ease. Company fall in! I didn't mean literally. All right, eyes front, let's have a look at you. Barnacles, barnacles. When I said eyes front, I hoped that naturally your body would be facing in a similar direction.
Sorry, Wing Commander.
Pinkfoot, you've trodden in something. How many times have I told you to mind your own business? See to it. Snowy? Oh, never mind. All right. As you know, we've received orders to embark on a very delicate, not to say dangerous mission.
Ooh, what event is it?
Our task is of reconnaissance and reunification.
Oh, here we go again. Translation time?
The duckling's lost his mom, bless him, and we're going to find her.
If he reads it, why doesn't he say it?
You can always tell a compass used by his pigeon exists.
All right, men, attention. We are about to take part in an exercise the likes of which we have not faced before. You're a fine body of geese, and I know you will give of your very best. Good luck, men! We're off on a wild goose chase. We will be no stranger to danger. The squadron will show no fear.
We're off, and no matter where we roam, all those minds boggles the sky, and goggles is sure to find your home.
Runways clear. Prepare for takeoff, dear. We must play our part.
Honk at him. I fear his cabin lights are rather dim.
Trucks away, or ends play must start. We're off
On a wild goose chase, and our simple mission position the whereabouts of your farm. We're off, and unless we're blown into kingdom come, we won't be back until we found your mom.
But you don't know where this farm is. How are you going to plan the route?
Don't worry, I'll navigate.
That's what I was afraid of.
It's a dangerous task, but we ask who can do it as well as we. We're looking stronger, more what the missing duck.
Excuse me, sir. Cat turns appearances from the rear.
What? Oh, I think we've spoken before on the subject of your spectacles, Drummond. Get 'em checked. Cattails do not advance. One of the things they're most famous for is being rooted to the spot.
Hello, Ducky. Thought I'd lost you.
Stand back or I'll peck.
Ooh, be still my quaking legs. I'm going to be Goose.
What are you doing here?
What a friends. Oh, I've come to take you home.
Your mother has been carrying on something fearful.
My mother? You've seen my mother?
Well, of course I have. She sent me to fetch you. Special envoy.
Listen here, Cat. I'm in command around here, and my squadron has taken personal charge of the duckling's safe return to his mother.
Well, I wouldn't try flying at the moment. Haven't you heard the guns?
We will commence maneuver as soon as the shooting party is over.
It's the kind of a flash bomb.
Silence in the ranks.
Oh, maybe I could be of assistance. I'll go over to the chute. Then I will let you know when they're packing up for the day.
Very well, then, no funny business. I know several ways to skin your type.
It's like taking candy from a baby.
We're off on a wild goose chase.
You may think it odd that a squad such as ours can perform this role.
We're off, and we'll prove that's not the case. Avoiding the ack we'll search for the quack quack, and then return to base. We are about to face our most perilous mission to date. I need hardly to tell you of the risks involved, or the ultimate price that we may have to pay. As we fly on to glory, I want you to know how very proud I am of this squadron. Keep a stiff upper beak, men, and remember our motto, Semper Victoriam non petiti forgera.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dot. I'm your senior flight attendant, and on behalf of Captain Greyleg, I would like to welcome you to this afternoon flight from boggy marshland to some far-flung farm. We will be cruising at an altitude of several feet and flying in a rather attractive V formation. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing, we ask that you observe the safety procedures we have been through so many times before. We hope that you have a pleasant journey, and thank you for choosing Goose Air, the fluffy skies. We're off to enjoy this. Duckling is not so glum. We won't be back until we found.
Your coast is clear. They're putting away their guns. I swear on one of my lives.
Good. All right, men. Final check. Oh, and here's a parachute for you.
For me?
You don't think I'm leaving you here with the duckling, do you? No, puss. You're coming with us.
Oh, cat litter.
Our wings are spread,
So don't delay.
our excess bags are stowed away. It's time to fly. We're off on a wild goose chase with a happy ending impending if we can locate his nest. We're off, cheerio, goodbye, toodle pickle chum. We won't be back.
We won't be back.
We won't be back until we found my mom.
Goodbye. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Oh no! What's happening? The cat. The cat. He said he was my friend. He said the people would put away their guns. He lied. Oh, Mama, what should I do now?
Hold your head up high.
It's not always so easy to hold your head up high. And up here bright and breezy, I thought dreams were made for a reason, but hope seems to fade with season. Mama, you seem so far away.
Hold your head up high.
It's your voice that I hear.
Every day will seem to be more empty than the last. Everywhere the sun once shone, a shadow has been cast.
And all the while wondering, reminiscing, I keep pondering if she's missing me.
Every tear a mother cries is a dream that's washed away.
Just knowing that you're out there will help me to get by. Until we're reunited, I will hold my head up Honk! Honk! Honk!
Now, you two go indoors. I'm going to sweep up the leaves from the front path.
Oh no, a people person.
Brown I can manage, but I'm fresh out of speckles. What's that? There's a dirty footprint on the shag. It's always in a place where it shows. Some people are so thoughtless. Why can't they step on the pattern section like civilized folk? Never mind where they stepped. My point is that someone has stepped at all in our house. And look, whoever it is has burst a pillow.
I'm not a burst pillow.
Oh, my word! It speaks. What are you? Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
Duckable? I mean, duck. Duck. I'm a duckling.
Are you sure? Was your mother a duck?
Yes.
Well, she must have been sick as a parrot when she saw you. Oh, Lola, that's terribly good. Thank you, dear. I don't believe I've ever seen such an ugly duckling. What are you doing in our house?
Well, I saw the door was left open, and I was sheltering from the cold, so I didn't really think it would hurt to step inside.
Not hurt. Not hurt. But let me tell you, the marks you've left on the carpet will drive the old woman to grab the carpet fresh. And we can't bear the smell of that stuff. Can we, dear? Steady, Queenie. Don't upset yourself. He's obviously going through a molt. Hormones running amok. Irrational behavior. Mood swing.
What of it?
I don't think I like your tone, young Pulcher, my lad. And let me tell you, you'll be marked at Macassar next.
What's an anti-Macassar?
I don't know, but it obviously works. There hasn't been a Macassar in this house for as long as I can remember. Oh, Queenie, that's awfully good. You are a funny cat. Thank you, dear.
Cat? Are you a cat?
Of course I'm a cat.
Then aren't you going to eat me?
Don't be disgusting. The very thought was never into the butchering business. couldn't be doing with all those feathers. It's like flossing your teeth and eating a meal at the same time. No, the old woman poaches me a fresh fish.
But the old woman's a person. Doesn't she hurt you? And you're a chicken. What is she doing keeping you shut up indoors? Don't you prefer it out in the yard?
You must be crazy! All that scratching and scraping? I live on the couch, thank you very much. Queenie and I are domesticated, you see. It takes all sorts to make a world. On that point we are clear. It takes all sorts to make a world, but we don't want them here. Our taste is good and liberal. Our views are well expressed. It takes all sorts to make a world. It's just that our sort's best. So you should be grateful. Us talking to a riffraff like yourself. You see, Lobot, so named because of an obvious deficiency in the light department. Lobot is normally most particular about whom she chooses to speak to. And I might tell you that Queenie is downright snobbish when it comes to social intercourse with poultry. I count myself most fortunate that our common interest in needlepoint has made us such close friends. When one explores the great outdoors, one fears what one may see. We knew very sharp perfect niche is here on the settee. Outside the world keeps changing, it's a constant state of flux that doesn't suit domestic folk. It's best left for you ducks. It takes all sorts to make a world. On that point we are clear. It takes all sorts to make a world, but we don't want them here. Our taste is good and liberal. Our views are well expressed. It takes all sorts to make a world. It's just that our sorts.
I think my sorts.
No. Our sort's best.
But what do you do here all day?
Well, we sit, and then we chat, and then we sit and chat. And then sometimes I will arch my back and let sparks fly from my fur. Then we sit, and then we chat, and then sit, and then chat. And sometimes I will lay an egg.
Is that it?
Well, what else is there for civilized folk to do? What do you do?
Well, my absolute favorite thing is swimming. Letting your head plunge down right to the bottom.
Lobot knows all about plunging down to the bottom. Don't you, dear?
Come on. I'll show you.
Swimming in the autumn? I never heard of such a crazy notion. Well, you could do with the exercise, dear. Think of your thigh meat. Well, you haven't exactly been a slave to your step aerobics. It's as much as you can do to get your flap open. Gracious Lobot, chop, you're missing your TV program. She loves watching her antique shows. Where's the remote? You're sitting on it.
6 months on and still no sighting of the duckling, who, as you remember from the photo release at the time, which can best be described as a rather unforgettable appearance. Now our experts believe he may have undergone certain changes and have put together a composite of what they believe he may look like today.
Mama.
Some viewers may find this image, disturbing.
Mama.
Is there something you'd like to tell us, dear?
I'm sure he's still out there somewhere. So if anyone has seen him, please call him.
Mama.
Yes, once again, viewers, we are appealing to you if you have any information. The number is coming up on your screen.
Mama.
Did you run away from home?
No,
Well, there's only one thing to do. I'll call from the kitchen.
Oh no, the old woman.
Don't be silly. She went ring her own doorbell. Come in.
Quack, quack. Not you again.
Thought I'd cooked my goose, eh? Is that any way to greet your long-lost uncle? Uncle Bob the Builder?
Your uncle, Bob the Builder, ugliness certainly runs in the family.
He's not my uncle. Don't listen to him.
Now, dear, people live in glass houses shouldn't call the kettle black. Or something like that.
Don't let him near me. Does he look like a duck? He's overcome. Son, hug your uncle. Your mother and I have been worried sick. He's a cat. Children will have their fun. I'm sorry if he's caused you any inconvenience, and I'm most grateful that you kept him all in one piece. He's a cat, I tell you. A sly, traitorous, double-crossing, hungry, no good conniving cat.
It's no good. The line's busy.
Well, hello.
Mercy, another duck. What's the matter? Haven't you got a pond to go to?
Meow.
Don't get any funny ideas, Queenie. You have an arrangement, don't forget.
I told you he was a cat.
A cat?
Oh no. I think there will be tears before bedtime.
Madam, I'd be honored, though I'm not of your ilk. If we could get together, maybe share a dish of milk.
So I'd be delighted, though it's true you're a scruff. But when one's had things easy, one likes a bit of rough. Queenie, you hardcore cat!
Meow.
Together, on the tiles we will totter. Together, we will sit on garden walls. Together, we will make tin roofs seem hotter. Together, you'll be throwing up fur balls. Together, we will build ourselves a cat flap. Together, after dark we'll violin. Together, we will snuggle for a cat nap. Together, you could string a violin. Forgotten, dear, the clinic has got bump that can fit you in. You need to beat it one, and with your last attack, you almost filled the sack. So maybe you should go. It's only fair to say that she is rather prone to carry parasites. Her birth is not her own, and on the hygiene front, to be both blank and blunt, it's better you don't know. I don't wish to gripe. I don't think she'd be your type. Together, we will sing our own cat's chorus. Together, we will choose our favorite key. Together, we will conquer all before us. Together, you could rid her of her fleas. You help me out, it's looking pretty grim. What would become of me if she should go with him? She's gone all gooey-eyed, and I am terrified she'll leave me on the shelf. Go on then, run! Oh dear, alas, alack, the door was left ajar. The duckling has escaped. He won't have gone that far. If you start making tracks, you're bound to hear his quacks and catch him for yourself. Don't let us delay your trip. He'll soon be within your grip. Oh, come back. Oh, together we will overcome this heartache.
strength to see it through. Together, as if nothing really happened. Together, we will stay. Yay. Yay. Together, we will stay. Together, we will stay as me and you.
As a drake, my mistake was letting her go searching for my son. Yeah, that one. It ain't right. I spent weeks filling beaks, hearing daddy, daddy, daddy. I'm depressed round the nest day and night. And what sort of a time do you call this?
We sort of lost track of the time. How didn't it give a hint?
Well, your father does.
Mom would have let us stay out.
Mom's not here. You're grounded.
Oh, Juana.
And where do you pick up language like that? I told you not to hang with that jaybird. He's so blue.
You say it.
That's different. I say it in a mature, adult, and grown-up way.
Still means the same thing. When's Mom coming back?
I don't know, honey. And have you put your feathers today?
We haven't gotten around to that yet.
What do you mean you haven't gotten around to that yet? What do they teach you these days? Do you know what happened to the duck that don't preen? They sink.
But she is coming back.
I don't know, honey. And do you eat the pondweed I packed for you?
The pelicans don't have pondweed.
No, pelicans wouldn't.
Will she find ugly?
I don't know, honey. I don't know. All right, kids. It's time to roost. And make sure to brush your beaks. And don't take all the water. My bill is big enough. When Ida said she'd go, I had to let her. A shame because this apron suits her better. Where's the joy in motherhood? An endless round of chores that have to be done. Cause when you think you've seen the back of them, you find an actual fact you're back square one. There's no joy in motherhood. Or if there isn't, something I just can't see. Yet Ida somehow copes with all of that. And then on top of that, she puts up with me. Now what?
I will search every pond, I will search every stream, every river. And the broadest of bays and the widest of lakes must be crossed. Though you are missing from my life, it's me who's feeling lost. Without you, I feel lost. He's about so high with a rather characteristic honk.
Sounds like next 20. He shot through us a while ago. I say he shot through. It's us who shot through. It's like Sag Harbor.
I think you mean Pearl Harbor here.
Here, you can take this if it helps.
I beg your pardon?
The last different gave pie her turn to speak cat. This next one, tell me, can someone say cat?
No, Drake, listen. He was last seen traveling in the direction of Moorland Farm.
That's north of here, isn't it?
Yes?
How very interesting!
No!
Help me! Please help me, I'm caught!
Who are you?
I'm Penny. Please, do you think you could untangle me?
I'll try. What are you?
A swan. Oh, mind you don't hurt yourself on that hook. No point in us both getting damaged.
A swan.
Typical me. My first migration, what happens?
Your first what?
Migration. The cold weather is setting in, and we're leaving today for the warm lands.
Leaving?
Here, funny one. All these questions.
Sorry.
What's your name?
Everyone calls me ugly.
Oh, don't listen to them. It's just the stage we all have to go through. You should have heard some of the things they called me before the molt. Penny Dreadful, Penny Plain, Penny Droppings.
Pretty Penny? How could anyone call you names?
Well, like I say, it's just the stage we all have to go through.
Excuse me, could you lift up your wing?
My mother always warned me to avoid the fishing lines the people leave behind.
So did mine. She used to tell me while we were out swimming. There, one more loop around your leg.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I thought I was going to be left behind, and this is no place to spend the winter alone. Where's your flock?
Well, I'm lost. I was separated from my family, and the more I look for them, the further it seems I wander away.
That's dreadful. When did you last see them?
In the summer.
In the summer? You've been lost since the summer? You poor thing. You can't stay here all winter. You'll freeze.
No, I'll be all right.
Penny! Come with me. The others won't mind. And next spring, we can return together. And I'll help you find your family.
Oh, Penny, I couldn't possibly.
Of course you could. Come on, we'll never catch up.
Oh, I'd love to. I'd really love to, but I can't. I can't fly yet. At least not well enough to go with you.
Doesn't matter if you're not as strong as the others. I'll stay back with you and fly at your pace.
Oh, it sounds wonderful. It really does. But I must keep going. I have to find my mother. I'm sure she can't be far away. Maybe when you come back in the spring, we can meet up again.
I'd like that. Are you sure you will be all right?
I'm sure.
Penny, come along, darling. We'll be late. I really don't like to leave you here like this, but I have to go now. Goodbye, and thank you again. I won't forget you. Honk!
I've seen butterflies on bluebells drinking in the dew. Cobwebs in the sunlight shining. I've seen them too. I've seen woodlands in the autumn, falling leaves of every shade. And you, I thought I knew what beautiful was, but now I've seen you. I've seen waterfalls cascading, sparkling in the light. Damselflies that dance their dance from morning till night. I've seen rainbows reaching skyward, pass between the clouds, then fade from view. I thought I knew what beautiful was, but now I've seen you. And now I've seen the willows weeping branches, the misty morning air, the clear and starry night has nothing to compare with you. I've seen swallows in the summer wind. over the horizon, painting skies of pink and blue. I thought I knew what beautiful was, but now I've seen you. Now I've seen you. Oh, now I've seen you. I bet she doesn't remember me. I bet she doesn't even come back. If she does, why would she want anything to do with me?
Ribbit? Ribbit? Oops, pardon me.
Leave me alone.
Sorry, Feathers. Didn't mean to make you jump. Not that there's anything wrong with jumping, of course. Sort of runs in the family or jumps in the family, depending on which way
What do you want?
want.
Well, you might as well get off your chest. Tell me how ugly I am.
Ugly?
There, I hope you feel better now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hang on a minute. Do you mind if I hop off and come back on? I mean, have a word with yourself, Feathers. Who am I to call you ugly? Look at me. There, see? I mean, connect the dots. If we're talking ugly, they don't come much more aesthetically challenged than me. I know what your trouble is. You've been preening yourself too much.
What do you mean?
You've got down in the mouth. Nothing. I've got nothing.
I want to be left on my own.
Now that's just downright antisocial. Hang on a minute. I've got a human in my throat. Well, I know how you feel, but you mustn't let it depress you. I started out as a blob of jelly, and it's been downhill ever since. I say to myself, I'm just a handsome prince in a frog's clothing, and one day someone's gonna come along and kiss me and release my inner beauties. Then I say to myself, nah, get real. Who wants to kiss a frog? Do you know what our trouble is?
No.
Our image isn't in vogue. That's all. It's a question of taste. But you mark my words. One day, ugly will be in. If you just sit tight on your lily pad, each silly fad will pass. Then those who sport this season look will fall flat on their ass. Ask your mother what it's called. For fashion is a fickle thing, but just you wait and see. The day will come when we're in style, and then I guarantee out there someone's gonna love you. Someone's gonna love you. What's it all? Out there, just around the corner, in amongst the fauna, someone's gonna fall for you. Though I'm Tyrannosaurus Rexy, some will find me sexy in my way. Though it may take time to find out when you do have a ball, 'cause out there somewhere someone's gonna love you. You really believe that? Of course. If I didn't, I might as well just jack it all in and donate my lights to gastronomic research. I'm telling you, Feathers, you gotta look on the sunny side of the lily pad. The ugliest of creatures have few redeeming features. So why not let your better point shine forth?
A mountain that runs from east to west is bound to make you look depressed. It's better if the corners both point north.
Now that's the idea! So don't go into hiding, there's no need for disguise. Even some potatoes have got nice eyes. I'm telling you, Feathers! Out there, someone's gonna love you. Someone's gonna love you. Warts and all. Now you're croaking my language.
Out there in a muddy puddle, someone's cuddle, though just small.
It's true. Just think, whenever you leave boosting, one day you'll be roosting with a mate.
Though it may take time to find them, when do you have a ball? 'Cause out there somewhere someone's gonna love you. Warts and all.
Tell 'em, kids!
Somewhere out there, we will go there. Someone will care. None of the warts and all. Somewhere out there, we can say where, but someone is gonna fall for you.
Though I'm Tyrannosaurus Rexy, some will find me sexy in my way.
Though it may take time to find them, when do you have a ball? 'Cause out there somewhere someone's gonna love you. Someone's gonna love you. Out there, someone's gonna love you. Someone's gonna love you. Warts and all. Out there in a muddy puddle, someone needs a cuddle, though just small.
It's true, just think, wherever you need boosting, one day I'll be
Soon you'll be roosting with a mate. Though it may take time to find a way, when you have a ball. 'Cause out there somewhere someone's gonna love you. Out there somewhere someone's gonna love you. Warts and all. Warts and all. Warts and all.
must talk, be senior Feathers. But remember, one day it will be us who are the flavor of the month. Oops, what am I saying?
Goodbye, thank you. And if you ever find yourself near the duckyard, do call in. I'd love for you to meet my family.
Hope you find them all right. Stay warm, stay cheerful. See ya. Ribbit, ribbit.
Now what have we here? A nice plump little duckling.
Honk! Honk! Honk!
Struggling honking. I've got a family to feed and you'll make a fine Sunday roast.
Honk!
Now where's my line?
Colder than a penguin picnic out here. Darn, I must have left it in the car.
Hello, Ducky. See, the macrame classes have paid off. You again? How did you find me? Oh, a little bird told me. Well, you're too late. I'm going to be eaten by the people. Tis such a waste. Even if you help me to escape, you'd only eat me yourself. True. Well, you're not going to get me. Oh, no, he's coming back. Listen, I have what I think you will agree is a very tempting proposition, which might just satisfy us both. Well, I don't like oranges, if that's part of the plan. I'll take you back to the farm and you'll get to see your mother for one last time. Either way I get eaten, right? We can't have it both ways. Quick, make up your mind. All right, you're on. Remember, don't try any funny business. This way, at least you get to see your mother again.
The sun is cold and watery. The ponds are deeply frozen. Of all the times for traveling, it's not when we'd have chosen.
Are you sure you know your way back to the duckyard? We seem to be going around in circles. Shut up! It's the snow! It makes everything look the same.
The skies are gray and menacing. A blizzard would seem certain. And even Road King lets us know would not jump back his curtain. It's hard to catch a breath, and though we hate to say the words, they're facing certain, facing certain, facing certain.
It can't!
Oh, well, it's my idea.
But he's dead! My baby is dead and it's all my fault! He wandered away from the nest last spring. I should have gone after him. I had his brothers and sisters to rear. I couldn't just leave them. And now I'm too late.
Cry, cry, my dear, for the warmth of a mother's tears can thaw the stoniest frost.
Oh, if only I could believe that.
You must, for what we have, we don't have hope.
I'm not a duck. I'm a swan. Honk! Mama, look at you. Just knowing that we're out there helped me to get by. And now we're reunited. I can hold my head up high.
It's him! It's him! The Cygnet I told you about. The one who saved my life. Do you remember me? Oh, please tell me you remember me.
Of course I remember you. You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Well, you should take a look at your own reflection. I've seen rainbows reaching skyward, pass between the clouds, then fade from view. I thought I knew what beautiful was, but now I've seen you. And though I've seen the willows weeping branches, the misty morning air, a clear and starry night has nothing to compare with you.
And you knew? You knew I was a swan?
Of course I did. That's why I asked you to come with us. If only your wings had been strong enough.
Well, now you may come with us and learn our ways.
And my mother, can she come too?
Of course I can't. I'm just a baggy old duck. I can't teach you the ways of swans.
Oh, but I want you to come.
And even though I did teach you to swim, it nearly finished me off. It's hardly surprising, really, fancying me teaching a swan to swim.
Oh, but I've just found you. I'm not so sure I want to leave you again so soon.
You must. They say birds of a feather should flock together. Your place is with the swans, and my place is back on the lake with your father. Bless him. Now go on then, before I get all tearful and unnecessary. But you make sure to come visit us all in the duck yard sometime. You'll look after him for me, won't you?
Yes, goodbye, my dear. This must be very hard for you, but I'm certain he'll be safe with us.
I'm sure he will. Now go on then. Let's see you fly. Come on. Take a run at it. That's the way. You're doing great. He was different. He was different from the rest. Of course he can't belong with me. I know I should have guessed. He wasn't mine to mother. He wasn't mine to rear. Another dream gets washed away. Another dream, another mother's tear. One, 2, 3.
Honk! You didn't really think I was going to leave you behind, did you?
But you must. You must think about yourself now. It's your life. You belong with the swans.
But why? I don't care whose egg I came out of. You're my mother. You raised me, and that's what counts.
Well,
It takes all sorts to make a world. And you said so yourself that the duck yard would be so boring if we all looked the same. So I've decided to come back with you. To be different.
We are both coming back.
To be the first swans on the lake. I was different all my life as a duckling, and I'll be just as different as a swan.
I'm so proud of you both. Now come on. What are we waiting for? I can't wait to see Drake's reaction. I think he might lay an egg. And what that turns into doesn't bear thinking about.
Hold on a minute. I have some little unfinished business. Swanee? Swanee, how I love you, how I love you. Oh, my dear Swanee. You can play with your duck until you goose it. You can sing in your swan until you're cross. Together, we could fracas your mother. It's a crazy lift! It's a crazy lift! It's a crazy lift! The weather's turned out nice again! It's a crazy little game dog! Oh, I quit! I give up! I surrender! I've been working too hard! Take me to the Betty Fur Clinic!
Forgive you. I'm just happy to be back and to introduce you to someone. This is Penny.
Hello. Hi. Welcome home, my dear. I've been feeling I'm getting very long in the bill, and I feel the time is right for me to relinquish the red band. Wear it with pride, my dear, for you are indeed the finest bird on the lake, as I know I was in my day. Be known from this day forth, the red band shall be known as the signet ring.
Look at us, see the difference. What a difference in undone.
I always knew that my family was blessed with royal blood.
Yes, 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 yes.
What?